The Franchise Affair by Josephine Tay. This is a Folio Society edition. Folio Society and publisher out of the UK. They make nice books. This is it comes with a slipcover to protect the book, which it does a great job of, although it does not ever, of course, protect the spine from light damage. So a lot of my Folio Society books have some light damage on the spine, but not this one. This one doesn't. So it's cloth bound. It's got this really cool sort of cutout illustration. I don't want to make, maybe you don't think it is cool. I think it's cool. And then there's the spine. Folio Society, the spines don't crack when you open the book, and they're all Smith sewn here instead of glued in. So they're sewn, the binding is sewn there, and then it's also sewn across, so they last a long time. The pages are, of this book anyway, are this bright white, and they're clean and white, and because it's acid-free paper, it's going to last a long time. That's how Folio Society does their books. They're sort of a mid to middle high range of fancy books. I mean, you can buy much fancier books out there, but I think they do a good job. And they often commission an artist or an illustrator or something to do the illustrations, which is what they did in this case with, they hired Mark Smith. And this is the number of illustrations. Well, there's the one on the front. And then there are a few more after that. I'm not going to say it's absolutely packed with illustrations, but for a book of probably fewer than 300 pages, it's doing fine. Yeah. So let's have a look at a couple of illustrations. Let's see what I mean. I like this author. I mean, I do like the author, but I like the illustrators who I'm talking about. Let's get up in there. Flip to another one. He has a sense of, that says fascist. He has a sense of of making you not see the person. He has a lot of illustrations where you don't really see the person. You see a scene, and the person is not the main part of the scene. I think that's what's going on here, too. The Franchise Affair was based on a real thing that happened. It's not a typical mystery novel. So Josephine Tay wrote a bunch of sort of crime novels, thriller, not really thriller, mystery and crime. And she invented a particular detective, and he's in a lot of in some of her books. But this one doesn't have a murder. It's the only one without a murder, and it's based on a story about a girl. I think she's 15, and she accuses a couple of kidnapping her, and then then the action revolves around, well, is she telling the truth or are they telling the truth? Because they say that she's lying. She says that they basically made her an indentured, well, really a slave, I guess. You have to be our maid, and they kidnapped her and all this. And so then they're trying to tease out whether that really happened, and if it really happened, how did it really happen, and what were the details. So that's the mystery involved here. It's not your typical, someone died in the library and we have to, you're all suspects. That's not how this one goes. All right. So that's Folio Society edition. Oh, I should say when it was published. She wrote back in the 40s or 50s. So this particular book was published in the 20s, but in 2020. But the original was 1948. That is The Franchise Affair by Josephine Tay. This is a Folio Society edition.